and welcome everybody to a live stream where I'm going to talk about direct sales as an author. And I'm going to explain a little bit of my strategy and even show you guys some stuff because I did get a proof copy in that I think I can go ahead and set up further on my direct sales platform. But for those who may not know who I am, my name is Shannon, and I write under the pen name of ST Huston. You're here on my channel of ST Huston, where I publish content about writing and my self-publishing journey. But mostly that comes out in my podcast with that self-publishing tips and tricks that I do with Ben Pick from Running to Write and Morgan Lee. And I'm also one half of the AuthorTube Writing Conference team that puts together the AuthorTube Writing Conference here on YouTube. And we also have a ton of people who've joined us this year as volunteers to work with us. And so that's going really great. Applications are open right now if you are publishing content on YouTube, whether about writing and or publishing, then you are more than qualified to sign up as a speaker. And we'd love for you to sign up. There are links down below if you want to check those out. But today I am going to talk about my direct sales and how I set all that up. And I do have an outline to follow. For those who know me, I do get a bit nervous doing live streams. And so I'm trying to make sure I stay on track here. But the purpose of today's live stream, I've talked about already, is talking about direct sales. But I want to also share my specific strategy. And what I want to say up front is that I am not an expert in any way. Everything that I'm sharing with you guys is just stuff I've been finding out over the last couple months as I was looking into direct sales and what I wanted to do. And I'm just going to share what I've learned and as I'm taking these steps. And so I'm just sharing my process as I'm going along. And this is something I've done quite a bit on this channel, not so much this past year because I've been focusing on other things. But on this channel, you'll find past videos where I'm sharing a lot of my journey in different parts of the self-publishing process. So the first thing is understanding direct sales. How about I should say hello first to people who have come in. The first one that was here was RC Scott and Dreaming Truth Felicia. Hello, welcome. And then Cool Gamer came in. Hello. Elaine's here. Hello, May. Friends with like button. Thank you. And Margaret, thank you. And I did pin a note. I am going to be doing 4 giveaways. All you have to do is say something in the chat. And when we do the giveaway feature, it will just go through everybody who said something in the chat and it will pick somebody out. And if you're chosen, and it would be helpful if you can reach out to me. My email address is on my YouTube channel. Some of you, I may already have your email address, but in case if you are new to me and I'm new to you, then I will need some way to get a hold of you so I can send you the giveaways. And the giveaways are going to be 2, I'm going to have a total of 4. 2 of them will be an ebook of your choice for my collection. And the other 2 will be an ultimate digital bundle deal that I have going on with my direct sales platform. So there will be one for digital, the bundle number 1, and then the other one for bundle number 2. So yeah, now you guys know how to do that. And then let's go ahead and move into the first part, which is understanding direct sales for authors. And thank you, Andy, for stopping by. So in case if you don't know what direct sales for authors, what this means, it means authors selling their books directly to readers without going through a traditional publisher or through a retailer platform. Okay, so retailers like Amazon, or even going to like Walmart and buying a book there, or a bookstore like Barnes and Noble. So selling direct is going outside of those traditional places where we can send and distribute books to and sell books to our readers. And there are definitely benefits to doing direct sales, and there's definitely some cons to it. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with those, but the biggest con probably for direct sales for authors, it's probably a 2-parter. And the first part is figuring out how you're going to do it and setting it all up and doing the direct sales. And the second part is funneling traffic to your direct sales platform. And this can be very difficult to do. And this is the next part that I'm moving into, trying to figure out. Because it's easier. This is why it's easier to use like an Amazon platform, because Amazon drives traffic to its Amazon platform. And then it has its own internal algorithms that use to show books to people that are like the ones they just bought. So they're driving that traffic all the time. And there is some the other part of that is that there is some credibility given to a company that's been around for a while that people trust and they use regularly versus using like a direct sales platform, an author's website, because they may not know who the author is or know if they can trust them and trust them with their money, especially since most stuff online is transactional through credit cards. So there's definitely some cons to it, but I believe in the pros, and I've known since before I even published my first book that I plan to go direct at one point. My original plan was to go direct in 5 years from my first time publishing, which was November of 2021. But I have seen the movement in the sphere of direct sales more. I've seen it move a lot more in the last year and felt like I didn't want to wait 5 years. Even though in 5 years I might have a better sales funnel to funnel that traffic to my website. All right, so now we know what understanding direct sales are. I want to do some examples, but some of the other advantages, let me touch on these. Some of the other advantages and benefits of direct sales is, of course, you can establish ownership over the entire publishing process, which for some, people who like that control, this is a huge plus. There are some who are like, you know what, I just want to write the books, and maybe this is not as much of a plus. The next part is authors have flexibility to set prices, publish on their own timelines, retain creative control, interact directly with readers, which I think is a big part of trying to do direct sales, is having that direct interaction with your readers, and then keep a much larger profit margin on all books sold. So it does require authors handle their own marketing and fulfillment, but it does give them more independence. Okay, so examples of direct sales for authors. The first one is selling through your own website or web storefronts like Shopify, Payhip, Gumroad. There's also crowdfunding campaigns such as Kickstarter or Indiegogo, which I've done in the past. And that's to fund production costs, taking pre-orders and orders directly through any type of publication or author's website prior to publication. So that would be pre-orders prior. So taking pre-orders directly to the author's site prior to publication. Not sure why I have orders in there, but that makes more sense. Subscription platforms like Patreon, Ko-fi, and Ream, those are direct sales types and methods of getting your books out there. Attending conferences, events, or book fairs to sell books in person, and speaking engagements or workshops that authors can sell their ebooks. That authors can sell their books at. So, and this could include not attending conference. So this could be a conference, but not on the attending side. You could be speaking like at a conference, and you can sell your books there as well. All right. Are there any questions so far? I've covered just the basics. We all need some direct sales in our lives. I think a little bit, trying it out a little bit here and there helps. I mean, I did set up some PayPal links for some of my books in the past, but again, it's all about trying to funnel traffic to that. And then that is a little more, that could take more time, especially if you are selling physical products. Hello, Ali Noel. Good afternoon, all. Welcome to the channel. There is the AWC guide for anybody who's interested in the AuthorTube Running Conference, because we still have the applications open for that, which happens in June 28th through June 30th of next year. All right. Get back on track. So any questions? I didn't see any. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway number 1. And all you have to do, if you're here and you haven't said anything in the chat, I will give you a few more seconds, say something in the chat. It will let you enter the giveaway that way. And do a couple more seconds. Anyone else? Okay, I'm not seeing anybody else say anything. It says we have 8 entries. Let me share this screen. And draw. Cool gamer. Cool gamer, I know you, but I don't know what your email address would be. If you are wanting any of my books, please get in touch with me and let me know what your email address is so I can send you. And this one is for the ebook, so you can tell me whichever ebook that you would like. Okay, take that back. And oh, hey, Cricket Nature, hello and welcome. Just missed the first giveaway, but we have 3 more coming. And nice to see you here. Okay. Let's go on to the next part. So my specific direct sales strategy. So like I've mentioned before, I've done some of the PayPal links in the past. I didn't find them to be all that useful, but I also didn't put a lot of time into directing traffic to them. So the very first thing that I did for direct sales was a Kickstarter campaign, which I've talked about here on the channel. So if you've been here before, you've heard me talk about it, but if not, I do talk about my strategy, what I did the Kickstarter on, and then I did a whole masterclass on it, on the basics of doing a Kickstarter. And I do have a playlist on that on my channel for Kickstarter questions. If you do have questions about that. I liked doing the Kickstarter. It is a lot of work, but I would say that doing any direct sales strategy does come with a lot of work. But that one I would say was probably the most work I've had to do. Even setting up my site now, my author platform with my direct sales, that was the most work I've done in a really, really long time. All right. So the next thing that I have done after the Kickstarter, and I wanted this to kind of be a natural progression over time. So from Kickstarter to selling direct on my website to having it on retailer platforms. And so the next thing I did is I moved everything to my platform, my author platform. And what I did was that I decided to go through PayHip. Now, I do want to break this down a little bit about why I made these choices and what the choices that I considered and why I made these choices. So the first thing that I had to make a choice on was, where was I going to sell my books? And then I also need to look at whether or not I was going to do just ebooks or ebooks and paperbacks and hardbacks, the physical products. And at first I thought, let me just start with the ebooks. It'd be nice if I had something that works for later on that I can integrate with paperbacks. And with that in mind, I had looked at doing BookVault. BookVault is a printing and distribution center like Ingramspark, if you're familiar with Ingramspark. They don't really sell books, so it's not like an Amazon, but they do print the books and they will ship them out. And they do have several facilities in different places. They're based in UK, and they're the main supplier for Waterstones in the UK, which is similar to our Barnes & Noble in the US. Now, they have come to the US. They have set up shop in one location, and they're working off the printers with Baker and Taylor, which is a library distribution, I think. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that one. But they're working with Baker and Taylor through their printing and made a contract with them. So they're trying to get into more places. And so the reason why I chose them is because of the platform I decided to choose. Now, there were several different platforms I looked at. I looked at Shopify, Gumroad, my own website, which has a selling e-commerce plan, which is Squarespace and PayHip. Now, Shopify, let me start with Squarespace. Squarespace, I automatically kicked that one out when I started looking at it, because I was going to have to pay $9 more a month for my website. And then they did charge fees. All of these charge fees. So any site that you're going through, they're going to charge you a certain amount of fees in order to use them. And I do have a graphic I'm put up in just a second. But I wanted to do the example of like a $5 ebook. So on Kickstarter, for example, I sold several different things. My ebook was on there as one thing that you could get, and it was $5 if you got it by itself. And so $5, if you take out the Kickstarter fees, the Kickstarter fees were 5% for the platform fees. And then they also took out the payment processing fee, which could be anywhere between like 3 to 5%, depending on what it was. And what that came down to was, they had a certain amount of money that they took out for that. So it's like 5 cents they took out if it was less than $10, or 20 cents if it was over $10. A lot of numbers in there. But when all was said and done, a $5 ebook, I would collect $4.80 is what would go in my pocket. Okay. So then I looked at my website. So Squarespace, if I paid $9 more a month, then I could use their e-commerce platform. Then their fees was that they also charged 3%. On top of that, they pushed off the payment processing fees to you. And most of these do. I didn't find any that didn't charge you the payment processing fees. And these are normally PayPal or Stripe. Now, everything I looked at was for PayPal. I don't have Stripe figures. But with PayPal charges 2.9% plus 30 cents per purchase. And that is just for just local in the US. So if it was international, it went higher. So I'm just keeping it the basic. If I sold to someone here in the US and it was a US dollars, then it was 3% for Squarespace, 2.9% for PayPal, and then 30 cents on top of that. That's an additional from PayPal. So after a $5 ebook was bought, I would actually be $4.30 in the hole, because $9 extra a month. Okay. So I'd have to sell 11 books to make up that extra money that I was paying, that I would be losing actually by that $9 to break even, so that I could actually start making money. Okay. Then I looked at Shopify, PayHip, and Gumroad all together. And the next one I kicked out was Shopify. And that's because it does have a monthly fee, and it also pushes off those fees onto the payment processing fees to you. Their monthly fee is $39, which I thought when I first started looking into it was $29, but when I looked at it today, it was $39. So in order for me to be able to break even and start making a profit, I would have to sell 156 books. And that is so that I could actually make some money. So I don't sell 156 books a month, so that would not be worth it. And now we are talking about a $5 ebook. Now, obviously the book costs more. If it was a paperback, if I, it would be a bit different. But I'm just looking at $5 ebooks. So I thought, okay, yep, Shopify is not for me. I don't sell enough to justify using Shopify. Now, all of this I'm taking in consideration was the money that I would be spending or that I would be receiving. There are a whole lot of other factors when it comes to deciding whether or not you want to use any of these platforms, because not all of them are very easy to use for physical products, where Shopify is easier probably to use for physical products. PayHip doesn't really have that set up for the physical products, as it's not as easy. Okay. It is easier if you do the plugin with BookVault. Now it becomes easier, but I had issues with BookVault. I will work out those issues, but at the time I was setting everything up, I didn't have time to deal with those issues. And that was just mainly because my formatting software didn't work well with the UK sizes, because my formatting software was in US sizes. So I just was having issues there. There is a way to probably do it, but I just haven't figured it out. So there's that. There's also all the other stuff that you'd probably want to look at, which I'm going to be learning as I'm going through and setting up, finish setting up my store and making sales and funneling people to my website, which is all those analytics. Who's viewing your site? Who's buying? What does your audience look like? How can you reach out to your audience again? So through Shopify, if I don't understand, there are so many other things that you can add. I think they're plugins, but there are other things you can add that you can, basically, is it like the cookies? I think I'm not an expert on this stuff, but basically if someone puts something in their cart and then they leave, then they'll get an email or something like that will tell them. So again, don't quote me, I'm not doing these things, but I know that Shopify has a lot of good features where it can remind someone that they have something in their shopping cart, or it sends, it has pop-ups, and it's like all these things to try to retain customers and to keep them on the site, where PayHip doesn't have all of those things, and I'm using PayHip. But I just need something to get going, because all that's more stuff I have to learn. And we already have to learn a lot of things as indie authors. So I'm taking it baby steps. So if I can learn these smaller platforms first and what it can do and how I can funnel traffic, then when I do start making money, that is, that's actually more than what I'm making now, because I'm not making a livable wage at all. Then maybe I can scale up and then get to these other sites where I'm making more money. And it would, and hopefully that will come as I'm learning all of these things, all the analytics and everything that I need to know, and what are best practices for retaining customers and those kinds of things. Okay. So Shopify I knocked out because I don't sell 156 books a month to break even. So then it was between Gumroad and PayHip. And the biggest difference between those two is that Gumroad charges a 10% fee, where PayHip charges a 5% fee. So both of them are free to set up the store on their site. So I just looked at the lowest levels. All these have tiers. So I'm just looking at the lowest levels here. So PayHip is 5% they charge, Gumroad's 10%, and that's on top of the payment processing fees, which is the 2.9% plus 30% or 30 cents per transaction. So I did see that Gumroad had a lot more that you could do with Gumroad. There was a lot more features. But I have to be honest, when I went to go look at it, I was so overwhelmed by everything that was on the website. I had a hard time focusing. There was like so many brightly colored things here and there and all over. And when I looked at it, I felt so overwhelmed by it that I was like, how am I going to feel trying to figure out this platform? Plus, it is 5% more than PayHip. PayHip was a pretty clean interface. It was really easy to figure out. So I did go with PayHip. Again, it was cheaper, and the interface just seemed so much easier. Didn't have that focus issue there. Now I do have a thing I want to put up on the screen here to show you guys all those figures all together, how much money I would make for a $5 ebook. So if you can see that. So on Kickstarter for this ebook, I made $4.80. On Shopify, I'd make $4.05, but that's not the 30. That doesn't include the $39 monthly fee. Gumroad is $4.04. Squarespace is $4.69, and that does not include the extra $9 a month I'd have to pay on my website. And then PayHip, I make $4.29. So you can see where I make the most money is on the Kickstarter. But Kickstarter is not a forever thing. That is a short amount of time campaign. You can only go 60 days on your campaign. So this is not something you can set up for the long term, but it is a great way to net the most profits. And then after that, you can see Squarespace actually had a pretty good profit net there for an ebook. Now I'm looking just at ebook, as I thought I would just go with ebooks to start with. And I think that's all I have. So I did want to show you my storefront. Let me get that shared. So what I did end up using was PayHip. And if you go to my website, it has my books as a tab at the top, and you can click on it and it would go to this site here. Let me take this down. Take down the banner. So this almost looks like a website. You could almost use this as a website. And I think there is a way to get the address. You can't see it on here. So the address for it. Let me grab that so you guys can take a look at it if you want to. So this is, it looks so much like a website. And I mean, there are a few things on my website that I can animate. And I think there are ways to do that here because there is a way to do custom CSS and custom HTML. And I'll probably start looking into some of that stuff in a little bit because I've done some of that on my website. And I love what my website looks like. But I should pull up my website too so you guys can see how I try to carry over between the two. I wish they'd let you share more than one screen here, but they don't. All right, so here's my website. So yeah, I was able to use an animation in the background, see how I'm able to kind of do different animation. And then as you scroll through, different animations happen. Everything kind of changes. And I really love how things pop in. So I love all the animation stuff. So I want to learn how to do it if this is possible for PayHip. But I think that the store looks, wrong button. The store looks really close as far as colors and all that. I tried to keep it as close as I could. Let me share that, the PayHip again. Wrong button. I had it there and then I went away. Share. Okay. So it took me a little bit to kind of figure out how I want to set this all up. And some of the headings I still don't have figured out. But okay, so those don't change. Yeah, a lot of these will open up in new tabs, which you guys can't see that. But do you see I do have a paperback here. I have two paperbacks, which I actually got a chance. It was right. I was already setting all this up when I got a chance to join Ingramspark's beta feature for e-commerce. So that works out really well. But yeah, I think this is going to change screens. But I have bundle deals, my ebooks, audiobooks, and my paperbacks. And so far right now, I just have my current, everything that goes with my current series is on here. I do have a backlist series that's a trilogy that I still need to get added on here. But so you guys can see that. And you see there is a grand opening discount, 10% off of all ebooks with a coupon code 10 off ebooks. Now, if you're on my newsletter list, you've got a different code for a little bit more off. So, but yes, so I'm using PayHip, and I think the interface is really clean as far as even the output of it and how to do it on the back end. And I do want to show you guys, since I got in, this just came in. It was a proof copy of my hardback cover for my series, for my first book with Curses, Scales, and Feathers. Now that this has come in, I want to add it. I want to add it to my store. And so I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that through the new beta feature with Ingramspark. And I'll show you guys how it's easily added to the PayHip store. So I'll do that in just a moment. Let me see where I'm at. I think we're time for Q&A and another giveaway. If you haven't said anything in the chat yet, make sure you say something in chat because you'll be entered into the giveaways. See where I left off. Does anyone here have a direct sale shop already? What's your app or cart? I think you have one, don't you, Margaret? Or you do something through your site? What do you do? Bacon Taylor used to supply wholesale like Ingram, then lost market share or whatever a few years ago. I didn't know this. Leaving us only Ingram for distribution as indies. Glad to know a sort of alternate coming. Right. Yeah, that is kind of like they're kind of coming back to the fold on the giving the indies another option. Baby steps are such an important part of this process. It is. There's just so much to learn. Hello, Inka. How are you? It's a PayHip for me. Is that from something I said? And hi, Inka. Congratulations for today. Oh, what's the congrats for? Did she win the award? I know there's things going on. Hi, Deidre. Hi, friends. Can't stay, but we'll definitely catch this on the replay. Smash like button. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks. Was it for the newsletter Insiders Unite? Yay! I want to be in. Hello, Jess. How are you? Um, oh, I mean, I got the newsletter, but I haven't opened up anything today. It's been a busy, busy day. So I will probably see what the good news is. But I would say congrats since I'm here online with you. You did win. Okay, yay. I know a lot of us voted for you. I voted for you. Okay. Yeah, this subscriptions for authors, the Rainbow Award. Yeah. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Okay. I don't see any other questions. Is anybody else here selling direct? Now, Inka is selling direct in a way because she's going through Ream. So that is a form of direct sales. So, which I'm going to get on next. But okay. Next thing is exploring the beta features. Oh no, we're going to do the giveaway. Okay. Let's do the giveaway. Share screen. All you have to do is say something in the chat and you'll be added to the giveaway. I think I have to do this again. This is my first time using the giveaway feature, so bear with me. I have to figure out what button I have to hit on this thing. That's not it. Here we go. Draw again. Okay, it's 12 entries now. And I didn't say what's for it. It's for ebook. Ellie Noel. Yay. Congrats. Okay. Allie, I don't know if you are familiar with, I'm hitting the wrong button again. If you're familiar with my my backlist or with my books, what I have in my books, I do have the most recent one, which is A Curse of Scales and Feathers. So ebook of your choice, or if you're more interested in Irish trilogy or Irish fantasy, you can get the first book in the series, which is a Blood of a Lily. Or if you already have one of the books in the series and you want the next book, you can get one of those as well. Actually, I mean, I do have that as an ebook box set. So if you just want all three, I mean, that would be smart to get all three. So whatever you want, you let me know. I don't know what your address is, your email address, because you are new for me. Is Allie still here? I don't know if this person is still here. So if you are still here, please get in touch with me because I don't have anything for you. So let me know your email address and let me know what you would like and I'll send it to you. So the next two giveaways, so there's two more, will be the bundle sets, which I will show you guys. Actually, I should show you now because I have it up and I meant to show it earlier and I still keep forgetting to show it. So let me change the screen. So on my website, this is the biggest thing that I have going on right now is the bundle deals. So it's the ultimate ACOSAF, which is I'm using the A now, Margaret. ACOSAF, which is A Curse of Scales and Feathers bundle deal. And so there's number one and number two. Number one is $12 and number two is $16. The difference is in the ebooks. There's four things you get with this. The ebook for A Curse of Scales and Feathers, the ebook for the novella, the Sunstone and the Hybrid Prints, the PDF file. You also get the EPUB, but most people would want the PDF so they can print it off for the coloring book, which follows A Curse of Scales and Feathers. And then the audiobook for the novella, the Sunstone, and the Hybrid Prints. And the difference between the prices is the two different audiobooks. The first one, that's the $12, that is an audiobook that is with me narrating, but it has AI voices for the character voices. And actually, I wanted to go to that page to show you guys. Maybe I'll do that in a little bit. But so the AI voices, they actually sound really, really good. And in most cases, they sound better than me narrating my voices. And then, but I realized some people really do not like AI. So I redid I did the audio once, and I threw it all out. I did the audio again for all of my character voices and put those in there. I still think my male voices are terrible. My female voice is not so bad, not so bad. But I love my Sea Witch. I think my Sea Witch is better than the narrated Sea Witch from the AI voices. But other than that, I think all the other voices are better than mine. But couple of comments. Oh, I am here. I'm usually silent watcher during sprints. Oh, well, I appreciate you being here. So, Allie, if you want to reach out to me, I don't know if I can put my I don't know if I would put my email out there in the chat, but it is on my website It is on my YouTube channel. So if you go to nope, the tab's not there anymore, is it? So it is when you go to the home page, I think there's, where it says other links, you go there and you can show me the email address and just email me. Tell me which book you would like. Haha, that made me cackle. Glad you can say it with that syllable now. Yes. I mean, I was already kind of thinking about it when you said I should put the A in there. It says a curse of scales and feathers. And I thought, well, the A should not be in there for the acronym because it's not an and, it's an ampersand. And so I thought ACOSF. But then there was a book that just came out not too long ago that the booktubers are all talking about, and that acronym is ACOSF. It's like Silver and Flame or something like that. I can't remember what the rest of it is, or Court of Silver and Flame, maybe. And they were all talking about it. I was like, wait, but that's my acronym. I was like, okay, I'm changing. So, yes. At least you do not have a voice that sounds like the mutant I know of a goat and a goose like I do. I know you said that before. I would like to win something because being visually impaired and have nothing in life for we ever changes, I would love to win something. Yeah. Wouldn't we all? I mean, I know that we don't all have the same impairment, but I rarely win things. I always get so tickled if I do because I don't win things usually. I think you can have a very good character voice, Rachel. I mean, I've never heard you, so I can't say, but if it does sound like what you're saying, that's a character voice right there. Maybe you could have been my sea witch. Okay, let me change this out. Alrighty, so some of the news that came through in the last month is that Ingramspark, which is a printing and distribution center, and they're the main ones for indies, which Margaret has mentioned in the chat before. And it's not one that a lot of people are happy using because of how much they change things, how much they charge, and the limitations it has, especially with ebooks. But they're really great for my Kickstarter because they're the only ones that really had a shop like all over the world. So I could do drop shipping of my book all over the world instead of limiting it to just like the US. As far as their processing times, there was a lot to be said with that. But they were only one of the only ones that could do that. Now, BookVault is supposed to be able to do that as well, but I had trouble with the formatting. I tried and I didn't have a lot of time to fiddle with it. I tried for a little while and it was not looking good. So I ended up just going through Ingramspark. But Ingramspark in the last month has opened up a new beta feature. So let me share my screen. I'm going to share my back end on Ingramspark. Wonder what this looks like. Get back over here. Okay. I think that looks pretty big. Hopefully you guys can see that well. Now find the right button on my tabs. Is this it? Okay. So this is what it looks like when you first go in there. You see, I don't enable distribution for anything. I don't distribute from Ingramspark to anywhere. I just used it for my Kickstarter. But now in your tabs are here. This is new, e-commerce. If you don't have this, then you don't have the beta feature. There is a sign-up sheet if you sign up form if you want to get it. Or you can just Google e-commerce beta feature with Ingramspark and you'll get the form to fill out. It's just there on the screen. And I filled it out and it was a few days later and then I got access to it. And I don't know if they grant access to everybody. I don't know how that they actually choose who they give access to. I don't know if it's everybody who signs up gets it or if it is a choosing system. So if you have this, then you can use this feature. And what this allows you to do is it gives you basically a sales page for you to be able to sell your book. And that is, you can put that on your, as a link from your website or wherever you want to do that. And then the fees, I wrote down what they charge on it. So they charge you the print costs plus $3.50 for e-commerce print. And so the actual link that they give you that you would use, right? So someone would click on that link to go buy your book. And this is your physical product book, not your ebook. I guess no, this is just for ebooks, or sorry, for paperbacks or hardbacks. So it's not for ebooks. So they would go there, they'd click on it, and then they would put in their address. And so they would pay for shipping through there. So you're not paying for shipping. What you're paying for is just the cost to print it and the $3.50 for the e-commerce side of it. So because there are limited options as far as integrating paperbacks, if you're not using something like Shopify, then this is a pretty good choice to use. And then, so I've already set up something. So they're telling you how to do this. It's pretty easy. And I just come down here and I can view my link history, which is all the links I already have, or I could create a new link. So if I view my link history, let me make sure you guys are seeing this. You guys are seeing this okay? Let me see. Let me know if you can't see it. I'm not seeing anybody say they can't see it well. Okay, let's go ahead and go on. Okay, so I do have two links already. I have one to my coloring book and I have one for my paperback. And so I can visit that link, which is just a link that's also on my store. So, but we want to create a new link. And here you can create a new link too. And it's really easy to do it. Now you choose the book that you want to create a new link from, and I want to do my hardback, which is a jacketed case laminate. And then you put the description in there. You can skip for now and come back to it. So I'm going to skip for now because I don't have it off the top of my head. And whatever you put in here, no one else sees this but you. And I think they say that. This is reference for your link in your history dashboard. It will not be shown to your readers. So, okay. Here's what they say you need your purchase price to be set at. This is with you making $0. And this is where you learn where that money's coming from. So minimum purchase price is combination of your book's print costs and a $3.50 each e-commerce print surcharge. Next. So you can either take this up. So you can say, okay, I want to make 50 cents. And then you see how much you're supposed to charge. Or you can say, I'm going to make this $19.99. And then you see how much money you're going to make. I meant to go look up how much money I wanted to make on this. So I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to put the wrong price in there. And I didn't grab the thing ahead of time. But I can show you guys how I started this. And I will continue it. It's probably not going to be $19.99 because I think that my paperback is a similar price. I could just go grab it from there, can't I? No, it's not in here. $18.99 for my paperback to make $6.99. And I think I chose this price not based off of compensation. I chose it based off of what I was offering in my Kickstarter because I wanted to make sure that it was not less than what I offered it in my Kickstarter. So, yeah. Okay. So that kind of gives me an idea of what I want to do for that. Are there any questions? I thought I would go ahead and set it all up in front of you guys, but I don't have all the money or all the figures to hand to figure out exactly what I want to do. So yeah, SJM, hoarding all the good acronym titles. Is that from SJM then? You could definitely have played a role in The Princess Bride. Is that for Rachel? Hi, Nia. How are you doing? I think I put up a 10-minute read snippet from a dance where it's just a sweet, wholesome introduction and conversation between my MC and favorite side character. Okay. Is it still there then? Is it on your Kickstarter? I'll go listen to it. And Nia, and I can see it. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Elaine. And Rachel. Rachel, you must confusing goat with steely and goose with breathy. That's some good modulation. Oh, you went and listened to it. LOL. When Gingy finally does come onto the page, I think I relaxed more because I was just excited to read his part. He is the goodest boy. Okay. Okay, so I just showed you guys the new beta feature with Ingramspark. You know what? Maybe I might just screen capture it when I actually do it and then put that up as a video later so that so you guys can see how to do it from one to the other. All right. So the back end, let me show you the back end of PayHip. So you guys can see how easy this is. Nope, wrong button. I always said the wrong buttons. Okay, so this is the back end of PayHip. I gotta find my right button up here, the right tab. Where's the right tab? Where's the right tab? There's the right tab. Okay, so you can see I have 0 sales as much. I have not made a single sale yet on my website, but it did just go up yesterday. I sent it out to my newsletter, so I have some views. It looks like people went and they looked at my stuff, but nobody's bought anything yet. But as you can see, these are all the products I have. These are not all of them. The paperback's not here, but this is just to the dashboard. So you go through the very first one, you just hit products. This is where you can add your products. You put how much money it is. It's really, really easy to set up. So like if I wanted to, let's look at the deals here. So you can see this. I added a lot to my deals, but oh, I can't show you the actual page, can I? So, just title, what price you want to put in there. You can put all of the pictures that you want. I want to show you guys the final page too, so you can see what this looks like. And then you just type in here, what you want to put. You can link things. So I linked this to read a sample of the book. I also did it for the novella. And then for the audiobook, I put a listen to sample from each of the 2 different audiobooks. And this one is the one with the AI voices that are used for the characters. And then the coloring page, the coloring book, and I put some of the coloring pages in here, but I also have more coloring pages that I put up here in the product image. And don't worry, these look all like squish, but they looked really, really good on the final page. And then you just put, is it visible? It's kind of like YouTube. Is it visible, invisible? If it's invisible, nobody can see it. But if it's unlisted, anyone you share the link with. So it's kind of like private and listed, that kind of stuff. And then you can put this into a collection. I put it into a collection. So you create products and then you can create collections. So it's like creating videos on YouTube and then creating playlists. So kind of like that. Except for that your playlists here get their own page. Well, it kind of gets its own page too on YouTube, but it looks better than YouTube. And then you want to put, if it is an ebook, you do want to put if there's ebooks in there because of the VAT. And I put it in my settings where they just collect the tax automatically. They do all that. So I don't have to worry about that. And then I did put them to automatically subscribe my customers to a mailing list. So I called that mailing list PayHip customers on my my newsletter. And I haven't exactly figured out how I want to approach that because they're not coming on my newsletter because they want more information about me and my books. They're coming to me as a customer. So I want to treat that segment of my newsletter slightly different. And yeah, so yeah, that's basically what that looks like. And then the next thing is the store. And this is where you can just launch your store builder, which I can do in a second to show you on another screen. And this looks very similar to setting up a website. So if you have Squarespace or Wix or WordPress, it's very similar to that. Well, I forgot to mention, I did look into WooCommerce for a moment, but as soon as I saw that it's only available for WordPress and I knew I was not going to change my website, I didn't go with WooCommerce. But if you are on WordPress, if that's where your website's at, WooCommerce might be a good alternative besides PayHip. So haven't done any blog posts. And then this is where I think you can actually like connect your own domain to a PayHip store so that you don't have it. So like mine says payhip.com/SC Huston books, I think is what my store is. Hold on. I think I can go back and look at that. No. Actually, it's on here. If I go to dashboard. No, it's just SC Huston. Okay. So it's HTTPS for, payhip.com SC Huston. So I could probably change this to a domain if I had one. And this could be your website instead of paying something else. So this could be a free website. You just pay all the fees. But I don't know if it's very, I don't know what type of analytics it gives because I haven't got into that. I mean, there is an analytics button, but I don't really know everything it can do as I haven't really looked at all of it yet. I mean, this is like 58 views. Wow. I wonder how many views of those. I mean, does it count me in those 58 views? Because I've looked at my website a lot in the last couple of days. And yeah. Okay. Well, someone in Alaska has looked at my website. 46 views for the US altogether. Oh, I don't have anything else. 1 Canada view. Okay. 1 in Spain. 4 in the UK. 2 in Argentina. That's really cool. I mean, 1 in Japan. I don't know. I can't really see if there's a lot of differences in the color, but yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if this would be really, really good, like to get more advanced, but to start with this, I mean, if you don't have a website and you need to get one, this might be a good place to start if you've already got books you can sell, or even if you're giving books away, because you can actually sell books on here and have like 100% discount coupon code. So I'm not going to click on marketing. Under marketing is where you create your coupon codes. And I have several coupon codes in there. So I don't want to be flashing up my coupon codes on screen, but it was super, super easy. You click on create a new coupon code and it says $1 off amount or a percentage amount. So it made it really easy. And then customers, I haven't played with this button customers yet. So let me go to launch the store and I've got to switch the screen here, right? No. Oh, it's going to go straight over there. Yay, I don't have to switch the screen. So you guys can see me launch the store builder. So here, see, it has the menu bar off the left-hand side. It's really easy to set it all up. And I click on header and then store logo. I just uploaded my logo there. And then I can make it smaller or bigger. I really want it bigger than that, but I'd have to play with it a little bit, like on the actual PNG before I did that. Discard changes. So, and I did have it open where it's all my books. So these are all the books that are available on this site right now. And each one goes to its own page as well. But then I also have like the bundle deals. So this is what it looks like. Here is the bundle deals. So I don't have to change the screen. So my bundle deals, I just have it listed with what it costs. And you see it has like these little animations that, it's little stuff, but you're able to do that. And I think that's kind of cool for something that's a free site. And then I can click on that and they can show you what it looks like on the site. And this is what it looks like on the site. Look at that. It's so pretty. I like it. So the reason why I put all the pictures is because I set this up in 2 columns. And you can set it up in several different columns. I don't remember where that's at, but there's a way to set this up where you can do like 1 column, 2 columns, 4 columns. So I did 2 columns. And I had all this stuff here on the right-hand side where I want to talk about, well, what's a curse in scales and feathers about, read a sample, and then what is the stone and the hybrid prints all about, and then read a sample, and then, of course, the audiobook with the 2 different samples and the coloring book. So I wanted enough pictures over here to go all the way down the page, and that's why I have all of these. And this was another thing I was able to put on there. I was able to put on there where if it's supposed to get bigger. I don't know why that one gets smaller. That's weird. But if the magnifying glass goes on there, it gets bigger. So I don't know if you guys do this, like Amazon does this, right? I don't know if you guys like this feature on Amazon to get like a closer look, but if they click on it, it does a shadow box. So it brings it up like that, which Amazon also does. And then you can click through. Oh, went away. Did I hit the wrong button? I did. I wasn't quite on there. That's my depth perception. So you can kind of click through and they can click through all of it. And this is all free. This is a free way to set it all up. It's so easy. I wonder if you can hear the samples from here. It took you somewhere else. That's right. Those links go to BookFunnel. So that is something I have not talked about yet, which is all of my ebooks and my audiobooks are all supplied by BookFunnel. And so that is a longer process. So it was easy to set up the store, but to link everything took a little bit longer. Okay. So you have to go like to BookFunnel. And if you just Google how to use BookFunnel with PayHip, like one of the very first things that come up was a really detailed step-by-step, here's what to do. And it was really easy to follow, but it was very detailed. Like you have to go step-by-step. And if you skip over stuff, which there was a lot of information on the screen, and I had a hard time concentrating on it because there's so much. So I skipped a couple steps. I was like, wait, I missed something. Let me go back up again. So you go step-by-step and it's easy, but basically it has to do with like the API key. And then, once you get it set up on BookFunnel, then you have to do the API key first, and then you get set up on BookFunnel, and then you get a link then that you can put into PayHip. But then BookFunnel is also going to give you, I think actually BookFunnel gives you the API. Anyways, it is very detailed. It's easy if you can follow directions and do it in an order, because I didn't do that in order because I kept skipping. But that part was okay. And then once I did the first one, and then I did the second one, and then they just kept rolling after that. Now with the BookFunnel, I don't know if you guys have used BookFunnel, if you have or not, but you can do it for individuals. So for my individual, like the ebooks by themselves, I did an individual like sales page. So this is an extra, this is like a different one on BookFunnel that you click on for, I don't remember what it's called now. I did it so much in the last 2 days, you think I wouldn't have forgotten, but it's basically to set up the direct sales page or direct something. It's direct something. But I don't remember what it was. But each of these here, I just set it up to sell it basically. And so it's his own page, and like I could put in there a specific message of what I want it to say. But BookFunnel gives all the directions. And the thing about using BookFunnel too is, especially like ebooks, right? They're going to want to load it into their Kindle or other devices. And it gives all the information. It says, we're here to help you if you need, help getting this done. The reason why I also use BookFunnel, which by the way, you don't have to, PayHip allows you to be able to provide any e-files through their site, EPUB, PDF. I don't know if Mobi is one of them, but not that it's as useful now, but you can have any e-files, MP3s, MP4s, you can have all these e-files on PayHip, and it will give it to, you don't have to go through BookFunnel. The reason why I went through BookFunnel, I was already paying for it. So it's not something more I was paying for. I went through BookFunnel because they do provide that technical support. So I don't have to have customers contacting me, asking me for support. Caveat, BookFunnel says, even if you're not using them to supply your ebooks and audiobooks, you can still and they even give you a blurb that you can put into your receipt email to customers. here's a link to follow to get more support and help for the technical support. So just so you know that. But there was the technical support. And then the other part is that they also stamp like all the PDFs and things like that. So PayHip, it was a different process. They have something where they can stamp it, but I don't remember what it was when I was going through reading it. I didn't feel comfortable with it. So I felt more comfortable with how BookFunnel was going to stamp like the PDF and stuff like that, so that, you know, if it does end up being pirated, you know who did it. So it's not like you're not going to go after that person. Hopefully it's not the idea that you go after that person, but you just know you're not going to, you know, sell to that person anymore, because, you know, they might pirate your work. But I just felt more comfortable using BookFunnel than using PayHip, but you can do it through PayHip all the way too. So, and they do have it where you can do physical products, but I did not look fully into it because it looked like it's more like the PayPal link, where like you have a link on PayHip, you put in like how much product you have, and so that way it helps you stay, you know, accountable. Like if you only have 5 books on hand and someone orders 4 books, you can tell it to notify you when you're down to 1 book, so that you know to go get more books or whatever those numbers are. So that's all it really does, but you're still responsible for shipping it. So. Okay. I feel like I got off track. Let me go back and see if there's any questions or anything. Oh, I'd love to see screen capture video. Okay. I'll do that. Unless it is great if you want to share with subscribers first. Yes. It's same thing as like doing a Kickstarter, right? You can do a Kickstarter, you can set it all up and then get a preview page. And then you can share that with your subscribers, your followers, whoever, and be like, hey, you know, tell me, what do you think? Is there anything else I should do? Or is there anything on this that you don't like? And so it is a great way to share, to get them involved to the point that they may feel invested in the outcome, which means that they'll support you more if they feel invested, if they feel that they have a voice in the outcome. And of course, it is just getting that extra set of eyes to help you out if something doesn't look right, because you think you've seen it 1,000 times, like you're writing, you see 1,000 times, you don't see the double the, but the double the is there and someone else can catch it. And then, of course, there is the idea of, you know, share things with your subscribers and your followers first before anybody else, and treat them well. That's good to know. I'm on WordPress. Yeah. I think that WooCommerce has a lot of power behind it. I started researching it and I was like, oh, this is just for WordPress. And I just like put it all out of my mind because I knew I was not going to go to WordPress. So pictures. Yeah. Free what? Yeah. Sorry, the fear delirium. Yeah. This is all free. Everything I'm doing is free. But if I sell something, now I'm paying 5%, right? Yeah. It was 5% and plus the payment processing fees. Now, PayHip does have other tiers where you pay money every month. I think the next one up is $29. I think it's $29 because I remember that Shopify was like $10 more, and that's $39. So it's $29. And I think I don't remember. I don't remember if it's that tier or if they have another one. But when you start paying money, then you don't pay any of their fees. You still have to pay the payment processing fees. All of these that I looked into, it didn't matter which one you look at, you have to pay payment processing fees no matter what. You always have to pay those fees. And so like on Ingramspark for the paperback, the $3.50, I figure that's probably part of the payment processing fees. Which if you're selling something that's not that much money, you're probably paying more money than, you know, in the fees than you would otherwise. But then if you got something that's worth a lot of money, and there's just a flat rate $3.50 each commerce fee. So, but yeah, yeah, quite the colors in the theme too. Nice branding, thank you. Yeah, I played around with it for a while because that blue that's behind the books, I wanted that blue to match the blue that's in my header. But it was just like too vivid. It was way too bright. It was kind of too contrasting on the eyes. Like it was like straining my eyes. So no pure green I see. Yes, no green. I mean, I'm going to have to get something of green up there, right? When I get my trilogy, but it's not going to be in the branding. It'll just be the books. That's probably one of the reasons why I haven't got them there yet. Cause I know it's not going to go. I've seriously considered getting new book covers, but I don't want to pay for them. I got to remember to start setting up a book funnel because we doubled the goal as soon as this cold is dead. Yeah, well, congratulations, Rachel. I'm so happy. That means you're over $1,000 now on your Kickstarter. That is awesome. Hi, we'll have to catch a replay. Smash the like button. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. Okay, so no questions. Let me see. Let me look at my outline, make sure I'm on track. We're almost at the hour mark. I want to be done at the hour mark. So let me see what else I need to do. I guess I could show you we go to the paperbacks. The only thing on here that I couldn't quite figure out, and I think I just need to spend some more time with it. It's like when I was on that other tab, there was another menu down here, and I don't know how to get rid of that menu. So this is the custom page. When I make a custom page, I can set it up however I want. But those other pages were product pages. No, they were not. I think the product pages do that too. Okay, no, those were the product pages. So the product pages tends to put like a second menu here, and I haven't figured out where that's at and how to reorder it or how to get rid of it. So that is something I need to work on still. I mean, I've been working on this for a week. So, and just here or there in the beginning of the week, and just mostly on this more yesterday and the day before. So, all right, so here are the paperbacks. And I'm still trying to figure out how I can put like a price in here. I think I need to add something else, but I want to put the price in here. There is a way to put it with the image, but I put it on top of it, and I didn't like that. So, I mean, there are some limitations with this, but I think there is a workaround for everything. So the paperbacks, if I click on it, and it's taking me to a new screen, I'm going to share this tab instead. Share this tab instead. Okay, did it share it? Let me go check with you guys. Yes. So this is where it took it. So this is what it looks like. So you can add it to the cart, and you can see it's powered by Ingramspark, and you can't set up this page any different. When you guys saw that box that I had pulled up and I was just filling in the information, that's all I'm able to do. It does everything else here. There's no customization to it. So it does have the, see, and I don't know how to change this. I saw this before. So it's supposed to be an and, not and amp, but I put in the description in that box that you guys saw, and I put it in word for word what my description is, and it changed it to that. And there's nowhere that I can find to go edit this and change it. So there's no way for me to edit this description. I think I would have to like delete this link and then redo it and just see if there's a different way that I could manage it so it doesn't do that. That's the only thing I can think of to do right now. And I just put the product pages down here. Product details, sorry. I said product. I saw product, and then I skipped down the pages. my eyes do that a lot. I skip down all the time. That's how I skip stuff. So product details, paperback, 6x9, 516 pages, and there's ISBN. And this, by the way, you guys, is the paperback that it is on pre-order right now on all the retailer sites. You can get it right now. No, it's not. The ebook is on pre-order right now on retailer websites. The paperback is not available. It will be available January 30th, or you can get it on my website, and it's going to be the same price. I already have it set up on the other websites, on the other retailers. I thought about doing a pre-order with it, but if I do a pre-order, it messes with another strategy I have which is getting reviews on the book early. So in the past, what I've done is I've put the paperback up early on Amazon, about a week early. And I tell my review team that it's up. Would you go leave a review when you get a chance? And so that way they can put reviews on the book. And then when the ebook launches, then it launches with reviews. And that's where a lot of the momentum starts coming in with the ebook. I don't know why, but that worked really well for me with my first 3 books. So I've debated whether or not if I should do that again. I haven't really made a choice. At this point, I think I'm going to stick with my previous strategy. So if I put the paperback up for pre-order, it will launch a week early. If I do that, I can mix the strategies, but then I don't know if that's what I want to do either. So I don't know. I still have to think about what I want to do with that. I think I've gotten through. All right. So I just want to touch on what is my future direct sales strategy. And see, I had banners for all this stuff, and I started off with the banners, and then I just kept forgetting to put the banners up. So my future direct sales strategy, is this it? It's not it, right? So PayHip, I think it's a good choice for me right now because it is those baby steps. It's getting in there. It's learning a platform, just a platform that's easy to learn. Like Amazon is so easy to learn. I have been going wide over the last couple of months with my backlist, and it's been so difficult. You know, I uploaded my stuff to Draft to Digital, and one book got kicked back for this and another book got kicked back for that, but I'm not getting the notifications for a couple of days. And then some of them is so like, I've had to email them back. I'm like, I don't understand what you're looking for right here. I feel like I've got this right. Can you please explain to me? And then they get back to you. Wonderful customer service. They get back to you. They let you know. But on Amazon, it's almost like immediate. You put your book in there and it shows you on the screen, like what is not working. So you can fix it right now and then get it loaded and it's done. And that's just ebook. Paperback has just been heck trying to get the paperback up on Drop to Digital. I finally did get the Blood of Lily up, and I've kind of given up on the other ones because I don't have time to deal with it right now because it's still having issues. So much more difficult to use other websites. Amazon is so easy. And so it's PayHip for me so far. It seems to be very, very easy. You don't even need to use BookFunnel. That is an extra step for me. I just felt more comfortable with it. But you don't have to. You can use it through PayHip. And you can use their platform for that. And if you can get on, if you want to do paperbacks, you can get on into Ingramspark's beta feature. If you can get into it, you apply for it, get into it, and then you can do that and have that on there as well. So I really like this, what I have right now, but it is not going to be what I'm going to have in the end. My goal would be eventually. So, okay, let me back up just a second. So why am I doing all of this at this point? Especially when I was talking about earlier, like I don't make a livable wage. So who's going to buy anything from me on my website? I don't know. I'm doing all this. I've asked myself this question several times over the last couple of days. Is anyone going to buy anything off my website? Of course, part of that is me learning. So the future is learning how to funnel traffic to my website. And there are lots of strategies for that. It's very similar strategies that you can use for other things that are direct sales, like your Kickstarter or Ream or Patreon or any other subscription platform. And a lot of that is your mailing list and social media marketing and collaborations and cross promotions, and maybe even go into ads. Now, you can't use Amazon ads to a direct website anywhere like that, but you can use Facebook ads. So those are things I'm thinking of. I eventually do see that if I have everything set up and I get that one book that really does well, everything is there. So someone can find me and they can buy from me. That's the goal, is that if I ever get to that point where, I do have a big audience, they want everything I have, or even just a small audience. If I have anybody who wants everything that I have, because I don't think I have anyone there at this point right now, it's there. They can go get it. So, but I do eventually see this scaling up at some point, but I want to get more comfortable with this platform before I do all of that. So, and of course I see that a big part of that is me staying open to change. I did not do the third giveaway, did I? I think I skipped right over the third giveaway. So I think I'm going to do the last two giveaways back to back. What? Finishing in a timely manner? Inconceivable. Oh, BookFunnel, how do you set up to market your book? You'll have to go back and watch all of it. I always forget the banners. Yeah, great video. Thank you. I have BookFunnel, just not familiar with it. I don't know all the stuff with BookFunnel yet. I just got BookFunnel a couple months ago, so I'm not the best person to ask about BookFunnel. I'm still trying to figure it out. And I just do a lot of Googling. I know that may not be as easy. I don't know what kind of technology you have to assist you with reading the websites, but I just did a lot of Googling. How do you do this on BookFunnel? There's actually a lot of resources out there on it. All the good stuff in marketing bag. Yep, she's ready for takeoff. Stupid Christmas ads. Oh, did it just an ad come on? See, they don't let you turn off ads in the middle of streams anymore. I don't know why. It's just really rude. Okay, we're going to do two giveaways. So if you haven't said anything, you've been watching, you want to be in the giveaway, put your name in the giveaway. These two giveaways is for bundle number 1 and bundle number 2. Talked about the bundles already, but the bundles are basically the ebook for A Curse of Scales and Feathers, ebook for the, these are all digital. So then the Sunstone and the Hybrid Prince, the audiobook for the Sunstone and the Hybrid Prince, and the coloring book, which is you can download that and print that off. And the difference between the two bundles is that one will have bundle number 1 will have the AI character voices. Bundle number 2 will have just me narrating all of it. So I want the free stuff. Arriving late, but yay for a giveaway. And yes, I'm not gonna say that out loud, but yes, it's okay, JD. Thank you for coming. All right, let's go ahead and do these giveaways. Yay, giveaway. Hit the right button. Hit the right button. I have to remind myself to hit the right button, or my mind will start going somewhere else and I hit the wrong button. Giveaway, StreamYard, share. Okay. Now I need to find that button. Nope, that's not the right one. Here we go. Okay, draw again. We got 15 entries. Bundle number 1. So this is with the AI voices for the characters. Why? Oh, I did write in there. Oh, see, and it put me too. I was like, why am I in there? Okay, it's not gonna choose me. Okay, I'm gonna draw again. I'm out of it now. I put it where it's not gonna draw the same names that have already been drawn. Margaret. I know you already have you have the novella already, but you'll get the I don't think you have the novel. Or maybe you do. I don't remember. But now you get the AI voice one. All right, now for bundle number 2, the one that has just me narrating all of it. And Margaret, I have your address, so I can get that sent to you. JD, come in at the end and steal the giveaway. And JD, I have your information too, so I can get it to you. Okay, so the first two, Allie and Cool Gamer, I do not have your information. Please email me. Let me know which ebook you would like. I'll get that to you. And then for JD and Margaret, I'll be sending you basically 100% off coupon code to the store to that bundle, that specific bundle. I think that's how I could do it. I don't know. I don't know how I could do that. I think actually I can go on BookFunnel and send that same bundle to you from BookFunnel. I think that would be easier. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I will get that to you guys sent today after I'm gonna go woosah for a second after stream's over, and then I'm gonna get those sent out. So let's see. Well, I don't know where it left off. Okay, yay, giveaway. Giveaway. Oh, I haven't had internet all weekend. I'm sorry that happened. I would go crazy if I didn't have internet. No, I wouldn't. I'd probably write a lot because that doesn't take internet to do that. LOL. Dang. Did Christie's blackout reach all the way down to hot Atlanta? Wow. Congrats. Haha. You're a winner. Yeah, right. Lady N wins. Haha, Margaret baby. But this was in Puerto Rico. I was gonna say, I thought you were in Puerto Rico right now, right? Because you were talking about the AST the other day, but I thought maybe I just didn't know something. Yay. Woo, it's a winning kind of week. Woo. Congratulations to late winner. Yay. Congrats to the winners. And way to go. Okay, I have to rewatch the video anyway because I need to learn. It's just very basic, rudimentary stuff and what I'm doing. Hopefully it's helpful to somebody. Oh, dang, that's right. I keep forgetting. This was great. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Still here until the 27th. Gotcha. I never get writing done without internet because I stop and I'll need to look something up and be like, dang it. But I do get a lot of reading done. That's true. Alrighty. Well, that brings us to the end. I need to put the right links and I didn't even grab them. I meant to grab the links. See, I'm not very good at this stuff going live when it's not like just writing stuff. But you can buy A Curse of Scales and Feathers, both the ebook and the paperback from my website. I'm going to get the hardback up there. So the hardback will be available as well. All of that is available right now. However, if you're not really sure about buying from somebody's website, or, you rather do it through the retailer platforms, the ebook is available on a lot of different platforms. I think the only place it's not available right now is Google Play. I started it, but I haven't got it up there yet. But it's on Apple, it's on Kobo, it's on Draft Digital, Smashwords, it's everywhere. It's all up for pre-order right now, $4.99. And I will not be doing that as a sale price anytime soon. It is at $4.99. That's where it's going to stay for a little while. I would say at least for most of 2024. I might consider dropping it down for a sale later in the year, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided on that marketing plan, but that's up. The novella, which is, man, I should grab this link. The novella, which is The Sunstone and the Hybrid Prince, that is available to buy everywhere and on my website. Same price everywhere, $2.99. But if you would still like to get it for $1, you can get it on Indiegogo, which that is linked down below. Indiegogo is linked down below where you can get the novella for just $1. But if you also wouldn't mind being a reviewer for the novel, I am looking for reviewers. I have a link for that. I should have grabbed that link. Hold on, I can grab it. I did a bit link yesterday because I just like this. They're so much prettier. Reader review. Here's the link. If you want to be a reviewer, I will provide a complimentary copy. If you wouldn't mind giving me a real review. It's not what I'm trying to say. A review that is how you feel about it. Don't write something great just because you're getting a copy. Oh my gosh, why are words so hard today? Anyways, so yes, so that is available. I am looking for reviewers for that. I will be sending out through my newsletter probably in the next month, looking for reviewers for A Curse of Scales and Feathers as well. You can sign up there for a review copy to that link. There was something more I want to say. Oh, yes, it is a steamy fantasy romance. So it does have adult language and situations for those of you who may not be interested in reading that kind of stuff. But it is also action-packed. It's an action-adventure story with dragons and pirates and a sea witch and magic and even a battle scene. But there's you kind of with magic and stuff. So it's a fun story. I actually had a lot of fun writing it, and I liked it. I was really surprised that I got so much action in 27,000 words, but I did. So real, honest, yes. I meant honest, but real would work too, right? I couldn't remember what I was trying to say. Hello, Joanne. Yeah, you're late. I'm signing off. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I really appreciate all of the support, and hopefully, you guys, you had me at Pirates. Yeah, yeah. I love. She's one of my favorite characters too, the main character. So I will leave it there. But thank you guys for coming to support me. Hopefully, I provided something that was valuable that may help you figure out what you want to do with your direct sales if you ever want to go down that route. And I will have that coming, just a screen recording of me doing the hardback cover one. I think I might save that for tomorrow because I want to relax just a little bit after I still have some other things I have to get out today and then relax. So I think that will be coming. I will start doing that tomorrow, and then maybe in the next week can get that up on my channel. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I'll see you later. Bye.